Hey, welcome to my shop. This is Sam with Welder Guide Welding Videos. Today I'm going to show you a tool that I've made that's going to make life a lot easier for you when it comes to cleaning up materials that's been cut, whether it's been cut with a torch, plasma, or whatever. I bought a new Piranha 5x10 plasma table, and I've got cutting out a lot of different parts and things like that. And I'm finding a need to be able to grind and clean these up efficiently. Normally, the old locking pliers is something that you normally use. You gotta clamp the piece down, grind a little bit, spin the piece around, clamp it back down, and that's just not a fast way of doing a job. You gotta lock these in, move your part around, all this stuff. It's just time consuming. And in this business, time is money. And something that I come up with, especially since I had the plasma table, I started to come up with ideas of being able to clean my material a lot quicker. And this is a plate that I've made. I've got slots on each end, and it's made out of 11 gauge material. It's fairly rigid for what we're going to be doing with it. But this plate is the base for these magnets. Now, I bought these magnets at Harbor Freight, and this is a 18-inch magnetic holder. And what this is it's for a workshop. You mount it upon the wall, and it'll hold your tools. It's just a tool organizer. Well, I got to thinking about these magnets. I was actually using this to help sweep my floor, getting metal shavings up and things like that. And I would rake it off in my steel barrel. And it does make a pretty good pickup tool, but I had some of these laying around, and I came up with the idea of this plate to be able to mount my magnets to this plate right here. And this is what I come up with. This is your regular old welder's magnet to help square up your components, and it was just holding this in place. But what I did is I mounted 2 of those magnetic holders on the bottom, and I mounted 3 on the top. Just some little 1/4-inch screws there. And the slots allow me to be able to move my magnet closer together for smaller parts. But these magnets are pretty strong, so you got to be careful if you're putting it on a metal table, and that's what I normally do. I'll lay it down and it sticks. It's pretty tough to break loose, but it's going to stick there. And what I'll normally do when I'm doing my cleanup, as you can see, I've got quite a few of these that I cut out. I think I got like 55 out of one sheet, and that's a whole lot of cleaning up. And something thin like this, I don't want to mess up my finished product by clamping it and scratching it and things like that. So what I've done is I will take it and I will just drop it on here 2 at a time like that. I take my wire brush on my grinder, and if you guys know about a wire brush on the grinder, you know it will grab, and if you're not careful, it can hurt you. But doing the cleanup on these pieces here, I can go right over it with my wire brush, knock the dross off, and if there's a little bit of extra dross that the wire brush can't take off, I'll use a flat disc to polish it up. And do one side, grab the piece, flip it over, do the other side. Really neat to clean these up. These have all been cleaned up, and they're ready to be painted. But I've got some other parts that I cut out yesterday. These are grasshoppers. This is going to be a grasshopper ground, and I've got to weld a 1/2-inch bolt on the end of this for the legs to sit on and the ground to hook up to, and that will be your grasshopper ground. But I got to clean these up. They've still got the dross and stuff on them, and I'm going to show you how I do that. Got a nice one right here. It says Welder Guide on it. Going to clean those up. I'm also making just ornamental type work. This is going to be some towel holders, a lighthouse towel holder. This tab on the end, once they get cleaned up, will get rolled up, and that's going to hold your towel. Got a screw hole here to mount it to the wall. These are little trees that are going to be some other artwork that have to be cleaned up. And again, all of this stuff right here, to clean it up, I can just drop it right on here wire brush is not going to move this stuff around or anything. It holds it really well. Pick it up, flip it over, and it's done. But I'm going to show you real quick how this thing will hold your material in place, and you're not having to sit here and clamp one side, spin it around and all that. All you got to do is throw it on that plate and clean it up. And I'll show you how that works. Naturally, the thicker the material, the stronger the magnet's going to hold. So these are 1/4 inch material, but we're going to clean these up real quick. I first hit them with the wire brush to get the majority of the dross from the plasma off of it. And you can see that didn't try to move at all when I was cleaning it up. Gives you a nice clean finish right there. Just a wire brush on one side. A little bit of dross that wouldn't come off with a wire brush where I touched that with a flat wheel. But does an outstanding job cleaning that up. The edges with that Piranha plasma is cut really slick. Not much needed with that at all. But even the smaller parts, drop them on. Nice and clean. Slick job on that. So let's go to the lighter stuff. You know, this is a little bit thinner. slick. But there's no having to clamp this stuff or anything. You know, the material's ready to be wiped down and painted with just minimal effort right there. Just a little slap it on the plate, and it's going to hold your pieces there for you to polish up and clean up. This is something that I'm going to be trying to sell these to anybody that wants some. Just shoot me a direct message, or on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram or on YouTube. This video will be posted up on YouTube, so make sure that if you like this project, subscribe to my channel, and we appreciate your support. And shoot me a message. We'll get you a cost on these, and we'll shoot one out to you. Like I say, these magnets that I bought from Harbor Freight, not very expensive at all. I forget exactly what they were. I got a really good deal on them when I bought them because they were on sale. So I actually got these for like half price. So I bought quite a few, and I can ship you the plate, or I can ship you the plate with the magnets, however you want to do that. But again, this is just a great project that makes my life as a fabricator a lot easier, because this saves me a lot of time. I slap my pieces on here. I'm not having to pick up my clamps, readjust my clamps, or anything like that. I'm just working, and that's the name of the game, guys, is getting the job done as quick as possible. So we appreciate your support, and shoot us a comment below and tell us what you thought about the video. Thank you a lot.